in today's topic, we're going to talk about what are the signs of narcissistic abuse. Welcome to Narc-Talk. So I'm going to give you a few signs of narcissistic abuse and how to identify someone who might possibly be dealing with a narcissistic relationship. Now, there's many ways you can tell when someone is dealing, when someone is in a narcissistic relationship or when someone is dealing with a narcissist. Now, there's few giveaway. Usually, when dealing with a narcissist or being in a narcissistic relationship is at first look, the relationship seems so perfect. Like everything looks great and everyone just envy and admire that relationship because one, it's very explosive. A narcissist come in strong and just, ready to take over and give you everything you wanted and show you the world and they become everything you wish for. That's what a narcissist do. So that is one of the first signs is they come in very strong. A regular person, if you're dating a normal, healthy person, they're not taking their time. Nobody want to meet someone within a few weeks, be out there and just, explosive, showing off and this and that. Usually people who are healthy or who are in healthy relationship like taking their time because they believe in, knowing the other person. You want to get to know someone. You want to get to know what they like, what they don't like. With the narcissist, it's a little different. It goes the opposite, And the reason why I said the opposite is that with a healthy relationship, it starts small and it builds up, right? You're learning someone, you're wanting to know them, you want to know what they hate, what they don't hate, what they like, their favorite colors. A narcissist comes in with the strength. They want to marry you. They meet you the first week. They want to give you promises. I want to get married. They start talking about kids. They start talking about buying a house together. So with a healthy person mindset, you thinking, wow, this person really loves me. This person really cares for me. This person wants a future with me. But the truth is, they just love bombing you into a relationship. If you yourself have few things that you need to work on, you're not going to see it that way. You would think, they love me so much that they're starting to talk about the future. They're starting to talk about kids. They're starting to talk about their house. That's not healthy. Who want to talk about buying a house within first few weeks of knowing each other? That doesn't make sense. Who want to talk about having a baby and getting married the first few weeks of knowing each other? And when I say weeks, I mean days. Weeks is, it's a little me being gracious with my time. I'm saying weeks, days. You can know a narcissist within 5 days. They're already talking marriage and kids and all these big promises, which in terms, it's like a misleading for their victim to fall in love with them. Okay, so that's one giveaway. That's number one giveaway is that they have this explosiveness with them. They come in like a flood and just want to take over and they giving everything you want in a relationship. They're showing you off. They want to introduce you to their mama, to their friends. They want to take you everywhere. They come in too strong. That's the giveaway. Two, another thing to know that they're a narcissist, you start noticing. So once they're doing all this giveaway and the love and whatever, because for a narcissist, it's such a chore. It's a chore to do all that. It doesn't come easy. For them, they have to put on a mask in order to do something like that. It's a struggle to keep up the facade of giving this false love that doesn't exist. So you notice within a short time, there's a big drop where all that they were giving, they don't give anymore. They slow it down. They start switching it up a little bit. So it's like you're there for one day. You're like, okay, I'm in love with this person. They're doing all this. Oh my God. Oh, they're so sweet. They're my love. They're my king. They're my queen. And then within a day, boom, they switch it up on you. And you're just like, what happened? Where's I love you, baby? Where's my king? Where's my queen? Where's my dad? They switch it up because now the person you're starting to see is the real them, is the real person. It's no longer the sugar baby, honey, whatever. Now it's the real person. So the person you start dealing with in that time is the real thing, is their authentic self, who they really are. Okay, that's the second sign, is that there's that drop. It starts over here and it drops. It drops so dramatically that it leaves the victim in shock. And it leaves the victim trying to climb on to that point where they, to that high point where they're being, they were given love and admiration and this and that. And that's what keeps a lot of victims in that relationship is hoping to go back to the beginning. But that beginning was false. It never existed in real time. It was something that they performed to get to. And then another thing you would start noticing is that the victim start getting isolated. If the victim was, and I have to say victim because I don't want to paint everybody as a victim, but what I want to say, the partner, we'll put it that way. The partner, you start noticing that they start losing friends. Now, them losing friend is not a coincidence. Them losing friend is not because they're in a new relationship, they're happy, they don't have time to be in, with friends and such. Is that the narcissist is slowly cutting off their partner from their friend, which is isolating the partner. And the reason they do that, of course, again, is to manipulate them more, to protect their source of supply in order to maintain them and control them even more. So that's the sign number 3, that someone might be in a narcissistic relationship, is the losing friend from being in this so-called gorgeous, perfect relationship. At least people think it's perfect relationship, is you start losing friends. Another thing, let me look at my notes because I did take some notes and I want to make sure I come correct. Okay. And a third reason why a person, a third sign that someone might be in a narcissistic relationship is that they start having a hard time basically making decisions. If you had someone who was so confident and who knew exactly what they wanted and how they wanted and who was assertive, is now you start noticing this pattern of, having a hard time making decisions. And when I say hard time making decisions, it could simply be, where do you want to eat today? Do you want to go to this restaurant or to this restaurant? I think. And the reason there's I think is because in their relationship, they are gaslighted so much that it's starting to alter their reality, that they're starting to question themselves, that they start, the victims start, questioning everything they do, down to the point of like making a decision to what restaurant they should go to. That's the power of gaslighting someone, is you make that victim question their reality and their insanity. A fourth or fifth, a fifth, and I don't know if I said fifth or fourth, but I'll go with it. A fifth sign that someone might be in a narcissistic relationship is that they feel that they're always wrong. They feel like they're always doing something wrong. And the reason they might be feeling that they're doing everything or they're doing something wrong, even if they're not, is that the narcissist has gaslighted them so much and blame shifted so much that anything and everything they do, they're always like, there's that layer of thinking, is this right? Is this wrong? Is this right? Is this wrong? Am I doing something wrong? Am I doing something wrong? Because the blame shift is so overwhelming. They will blame shift about everything and anything, that when you're doing anything you do, is this right? Is this wrong? Is this right? Is this wrong? You don't trust your gut at that point. You don't trust your intuition at that point because of blame shifting. Narcissists are good with that. That's why I call them the little devils. There's a reason for that. Okay, I have another one. I'm coming with it. There is you see a person who is not in a relationship, they start feeling anxious. They're restless. Okay? Even if you go to a party or to a get-together, they don't seem comfortable in their skin. They don't seem relaxed. There's always a little of like anxiety going on there. And that's another sign that they're not comfortable in their relationship. That's another sign that, and I'm not saying that this is happening one time and then all of a sudden, they might be in a narcissistic relationship. I'm saying if it's a pattern that is repeating itself, if it's something that you're noticing with your friends, there might be a problem there. Okay? Because there's always this, due to a narcissistic unpredictability, you always have to be alert. You always have to be vigilant with everything. You always, a victim is constantly looking, am I doing this right? Am I doing this? Am I doing right? Because they're worried that they don't want to upset the narcissist. Narcissists are really good at fucking up your brain, excuse me, but they're really good at messing up your brain. It's just, they'll take a confident person and turn them into insecure person, just like they are. They're so good at that. If you confident before you met the narcissist, and you self-aware, you have this, I'm comfortable with myself, I'm comfortable in my own body, I'm comfortable with who I am as a person. And narcissists would take that and break it down and make you feel like you're nothing. They'll make you feel insecure. They'll get at your self-esteem, because the lower you are, the easier it is for them to be with you. The more they can do to you and out there also, right? Because you can't question them and what they do. So that part. So if you see those signs, those are some signs of being in a narcissistic relationship. Having a hard time, making a decision, having a hard time, or being afraid, or second guessing yourself in making any decision, or doing anything, and questioning your insanity and reality. All those are just signs of like a narcissistic relationship. So my dear, if you know a friend who might be dealing with this, just talk to them, find out if they need help. There's a lot of support group out there that they can join to at least have awareness and to see and observe if this is something similar that they're going through, and maybe that might be helpful, a helpful tool or self-help tool that they could possibly explore to use for to their benefit. Okay? So thank you so much for sticking with me and watching this video. Please comment and subscribe below, share, and come back next time. I would love to see you.